So we're going to leave the middle unstitched. So we're going to draw 4 lines. So as you can see, there's like a little circle in the middle that's going to remain unstitched. Lovely. So then take your scissors and we're going to cut down to that circle. And I'm using a friction pen, so it's heat erasable. Once we've finished, it'll vanish. You probably won't see it anyway. And now what I'm doing is stitching around the edges with a Sashiko stitch. This is so cute, makes lovely decoration. So when you start in the middle, start with a quilter's knot. There's a little clip of that on my YouTube channel if you want to have a look. Or any knot, doesn't have to be a quilter's knot. Just gently go around the edge. Doesn't have to be perfect. Nice and rustic. Just keep pulling it out as you go. So literally go around each of the edges. When you get to the middle, just start the next edge going out again. And I should have started in the middle of the piece. So when you start from here and then go round the triangles. This will be fine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a windmill. So we're going to bring in each of the corners. So here we've got one that's the same. We do it this way. So we're going to bring in this corner to the centre. So I'm going to put my needle through with the thread on it. And it's going to pull it in. And then I'm going to put my needle back through. You can do a couple of stitches if you like, and then we're going to grab that next tip. So it's every second tip on every triangle edge or triangle piece. We're just doing one of the sides. Now we're going to do the next one. And then the last one. Now we're going to secure it. So do a couple of stitches through the middle. Now we're going to add a button on the front. This is great for kids or people who want to learn to stitch but want something really easy and that looks cute as well. There we go. Oh, sweet. Sweet. So we have the needle threaded. This is the length that the bunting's going to be, and just an extra 10 centimeters for the ends. So we're just going to tie a knot in the very end. We're going to do a quilter's knot, as you've seen on the little video earlier. So that's just so that these don't fall off the end as we're putting them on. So we take our bunting and we're going to thread through the top of the string loop, not just the felt, because then it's going to fall off. Let me show you close up. Can you see I've put the needle through the actual thread loop? Then we pull through, and we're going to leave a little gap at the end. Now we're going to put a button on, so we're going to thread through the button from back to front and then front to back. And we're just going to do one loop like that through so that we can move it at any point, adjusting it later when it's actually on the bunting. And then, yeah, just make sure that you've got all the fronts pointing the same way. See, that wasn't a very good. See, this one's a good loop to put it through. This is not a great loop because it's kind of wonky. So yeah, put it through your loop. You see, I'm not worrying about where it's sitting on the string because we're going to adjust that later. There we go. Take the end of the string. I'm just going to tie a loop like so. So you've got quite a long hole, and then I'm going to put this onto it. You can use anything, or you can use just the string itself. This is good because you can undo it and clip it onto things, or just hook it over, whichever works for you. And then once you've done that on both ends, you can adjust your buttons and your windmills so that they sit evenly along the string. And then enjoy them.